If you're over 60 and you eat protein every single day, yet your muscles are still shrinking, the problem is not a lack of protein. The problem is something almost no one talks about. Something that, if you don't fix it now, will make every gram of protein you eat completely useless. Many older adults who consume 150 grams of protein daily and sleep up to 8 hours every night still suffer from sarcopenia and continue to lose muscle. So yes, you can eat as much protein as you want, but you won't build muscle if you don't pay attention to fermented, probiotic-rich protein sources. And this problem becomes even more serious for people over 60. Everyone keeps saying, to build muscle you need to eat more protein. But almost no one talks about the vital importance of fermented, probiotic-containing proteins. The truth is, to build muscle you need protein and probiotics together. Yet most older adults make one big mistake. They focus only on the amount of daily protein. The problem is, most protein sources are not fermented and contain no probiotics. And that's exactly why in this video, I want to introduce 6 high-protein foods that are both fermented and rich in probiotics. I'll start with a food that you can walk into a store right now and easily find. And interestingly enough, it's even the second best option. After that, I'll introduce the absolute best option that you can prepare at home. I'll also mention 4 foods that you should never combine with fermented proteins at older ages, because these combinations can secretly destroy your muscle building efforts. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it right now so you don't miss these vital health tips that can transform your muscles. Now let's begin. Number 1. But before I tell you what a miracle pickled eggs can be for your muscles, you need to understand why probiotics are so important for muscle building. Your gut is home to billions of bacteria that determine how well your body absorbs nutrients from food. When gut health is poor, protein digestion is disrupted. That means a large portion of the protein you eat never reaches your muscles. As we age, many older adults experience bloating, acid reflux, and constipation. These are signs that the balance of gut bacteria has been disrupted. Poor digestion means the body cannot properly extract protein. Even worse, many older adults develop leaky gut, a condition where the intestinal lining is damaged and toxins enter the bloodstream. This condition creates chronic inflammation, and inflammation directly breaks down muscle tissue. Leaky gut turns your body against your own muscles. Reflux disrupts protein digestion. Constipation causes nutrients to become toxic instead of beneficial. And bloating shows that the digestive system cannot tolerate the protein you're eating. With these problems, building muscle becomes almost impossible. This is where fermented proteins like pickled eggs become critically important. Probiotics help repair leaky gut, reduce reflux, relieve constipation, and stop bloating. Without healthy gut bacteria, eating more protein makes no difference. 50 grams of pickled eggs contain 12 to 14 grams of protein, while the same amount of most cheeses provides only 5 to 6 grams of protein. For older adults struggling with sarcopenia, this concentrated protein source provides all 9 essential amino acids needed for muscle repair. But protein is only part of the story. Pickled eggs are rich in other nutrients that directly support muscle growth. The fermentation process creates live probiotics that improve protein absorption. These eggs are rich in vitamin D, which is essential for muscle strength. They contain choline, which enhances nerve-to-muscle communication. B vitamins, especially B12, convert protein into usable energy. Healthy fats support hormone production, including testosterone, a hormone that declines with age but is vital for maintaining muscle mass. Taken together, these nutrients turn pickled eggs into a muscle-building powerhouse for older adults. One major study followed 200 older adults for 12 weeks. Those who consumed fermented proteins daily saw a 23% improvement in preserving muscle mass. Inflammation decreased, and protein absorption improved significantly. Now let me show you how to safely prepare probiotic-rich pickled eggs at home. Use fresh, locally sourced eggs in a clean glass jar. Boil the eggs for exactly 10 minutes. Then immediately place them in ice water. Prepare the brine using filtered water, raw apple cider vinegar with the mother, and sea salt. This combination preserves live probiotics. Seal the jar tightly and place it in the refrigerator immediately. Never store them at room temperature, because they spoil faster and carry a risk of botulism. You can also use properly stored, store-bought options if available. When you're ready to eat the pickled eggs, you can try these delicious ideas. For breakfast, slice 2 pickled eggs over cheese. Add hemp seeds and berries. This breakfast provides up to 25 grams of protein along with probiotics. For lunch, chop 3 pickled eggs and add them to mixed greens with chickpeas and avocado. Drizzle with olive oil. This meal contains about 30 grams of protein with probiotics. For dinner, mash 4 pickled eggs with cottage cheese and wrap them in whole grain bread. Add spinach and tomatoes. This is a healthy dinner with 35 grams of protein and probiotic richness. But to be honest, eating pickled eggs alone is not enough for muscle building. If you truly want to fight sarcopenia, you need something more. And that's exactly why the next fermented food is extremely important, because alongside pickled eggs, it creates the best combination to combat muscle loss. Number 2. Fermented buttercream. When you compare 2 tablespoons of fermented buttercream with 20 grams of cheese, you'll be surprised by the protein difference. 2 tablespoons of fermented buttercream contain about 10 to 12 grams of high-quality protein, while cheese provides only 4 to 5 grams. This fermented dairy product contains highly bioavailable nutrients. That means your body can use the proteins and nutrients more efficiently for muscle building. The fermentation process breaks down proteins, which makes them much easier for the aging digestive system to digest. But what most older adults don't realize is that fermented buttercream is a unique nutritional profile that goes beyond protein. It is rich in conjugated linoleic acid, a fat that specifically prevents muscle breakdown while simultaneously helping reduce body fat. Fermented buttercream contains high levels of vitamin K2, which directs calcium toward the bones and muscles and strengthens the muscle-to-bone connection. Its natural probiotic support cell membrane health. It is also rich in fat-soluble vitamins A and E, which are powerful antioxidants that protect muscle tissue from oxidative stress during exercise and recovery. 1 Interesting study followed 150 older adults for 16 weeks. Those who added fermented dairy fats to their daily routine experienced a 31% improvement in muscle protein synthesis. The study also showed increased bone density and improved joint mobility. Number 3. Kefir. Kefir provides about 6.4 grams of easily digestible protein per serving, while cheese in the same amount provides around 3.2 grams of protein. But kefir's real advantage lies in its liquid form, a form that allows older adults with weakened digestive systems to absorb nearly 95% of its protein, whereas this number for solid cheese is only 60 to 70%. The live enzymes in kefir break protein chains into smaller peptides that your muscles can immediately use for repair and growth. But what most older adults don't know is that kefir contains more than 60 different strains of beneficial bacteria and yeasts, more than any other fermented food in the world. These diverse microorganisms produce postbiotics that directly stimulate muscle growth. Kefir is also rich in bioactive peptides with anti-inflammatory properties, which reduce chronic inflammation and rapid muscle breakdown in older adults. It also contains high levels of magnesium, an essential element for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. And the calcium in kefir, alongside protein, supports optimal muscle function. The fermentation process produces a compound called GABA, which improves sleep quality and deep sleep ease when your body performs about 80% of muscle building and repair. Kefir also contains folate and riboflavin, which support energy metabolism and provide the fuel needed for muscle growth. One comprehensive study followed 180 older adults for 20 weeks. Those who consumed kefir daily experienced a 37% increase in muscle mass and a 42% improvement in hand grip strength. They also showed better balance, a reduced risk of falls, and significantly improved digestive health. To prepare safe, probiotic-rich kefir at home, obtain authentic kefir grains from a reputable source. Use whole milk at room temperature, and add 1 to 2 tablespoons of kefir grains to 2 cups of milk in a glass jar. Cover the jar with a breathable cloth, and allow it to ferment for 12 to 24 hours at room temperature. Then strain out the grains, and store the fresh kefir in the refrigerator for up to 1 week. Always use a non-metal strainer to avoid damaging the grains. For breakfast, blend 1 glass of kefir with 2 chopped pickled eggs, spinach, and 1 banana. This smoothie with 22 grams of protein and billions of muscle-building probiotics is an excellent start to your day. For lunch, combine 1 glass of kefir with 3 tablespoons of fermented buttercream as the base for a cold soup. Add cucumber, dill, and grilled shrimp. This refreshing, chef-style lunch provides about 26 grams of protein and a powerful probiotic boost. For dinner, make a creamy marinade using 1 glass of kefir, 2 tablespoons of fermented buttercream, and fresh herbs. Prepare grilled chicken in this sauce, and serve it alongside roasted vegetables and 2 chopped pickled eggs. This advanced dinner delivers 42 grams of protein with triple probiotic power to repair muscles overnight. Number 4. Sour cream. Let me be completely clear, while pickled eggs, fermented buttercream, and kefir are incredible foods for muscle building, there is still one vital element missing. An element that can either win your battle with sarcopenia or cause you to lose it entirely. If this next food is not part of your diet, you are essentially trying to build muscle with only half the required tools. The 4th fermented food I want to introduce is not just another option. It is the central pillar of a system that completes everything we've discussed so far. This transformative food boosts the power of pickled eggs, fermented buttercream, and kefir by nearly 300%. When these 4 foods are consumed together, they not only stop muscle loss, but build muscles that are stronger, denser, and more resilient than when you were in your 40s. When you consume 100 grams of sour cream, you get about 5 grams of protein, while cheesy in the same amount provides only 3.2 grams of protein. But what makes sour cream unique for muscle building is that its protein is bound to natural enzymes that allow the gradual release of amino acids over 4 to 6 hours. This means your muscles receive building blocks continuously throughout the day. What most older adults don't know is that sour cream has a high density of leucine, a key amino acid for activating muscle growth. Sour cream also contains specific peptides that improve insulin sensitivity, helping muscles absorb nutrients more efficiently. It is rich in phosphorus, an element that forms the muscle's energy unit. The natural lactic acid in sour cream helps maintain optimal muscle pH and prevents the acidic environment that leads to muscle breakdown. One very important study followed 220 older adults for 18 weeks. Those who added traditional sour cream to their daily diet experienced a 28% reduction in muscle protein breakdown. They had faster recovery times and maintained muscle mass even during periods of low activity. To prepare safe, probiotic-rich sour cream at home, combine full-fat cream with a live buttermilk culture in a clean glass jar. Allow it to ferment for 16 to 24 hours at room temperature, until it reaches the desired thickness and flavor. Then immediately place it in the refrigerator, and for maximum probiotic benefit, consume within 10 to 14 days. Always store it in a sealed glass container and use a clean spoon. For breakfast, make a protein-packed parfait: 4 tablespoons of sour cream, half a cup of kefir, fresh berries, and chopped walnuts. This breakfast provides 18 grams of protein with gradual release and a wide variety of probiotics for morning energy. For lunch, prepare a luxurious chicken salad, 5 tablespoons of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of fermented buttercream, chopped grilled chicken celery, and fresh herbs. This satisfying lunch offers 29 grams of protein along with digestive benefits. For dinner around 7 p.m., make something truly special. A muscle-building casserole with cooked salmon and a sauce. Made from 6 tablespoons of sour cream, half a cup of kefir, fresh dill, and roasted garlic. Serve it alongside quinoa and steamed asparagus. This dinner provides 35 grams of complete protein, while the combination of fermented dairy works overnight to repair your muscles. Number 5. Greek yogurt. Here's a hard truth. Even if you consume pickled eggs, fermented buttercream, kefir, and sour cream every day, you've only activated about 70% of your true muscle-building potential. These 4 foods are incredible, but there is still one crucial piece missing from the puzzle, and if this 5th foot isn't in your diet, you're essentially trying to build muscle with your hands tied. The 5th food is not just another option. It's the strongest of them all. Greek yogurt provides about 10 grams of dense protein per serving, while cheesy in the same amount offers only 3.2 grams of protein. Greek yogurt contains natural creatine compounds, substances that help muscles store energy and generate more strength and power. The straining process of Greek yogurt concentrates not only protein but also potassium, an element that regulates muscle contraction and prevents cramping. One groundbreaking study followed 190 older adults for 22 weeks. Those who consumed Greek yogurt daily experienced a 45% increase in the rate of muscle protein synthesis compared to the control group. To prepare safe, probiotic-rich Greek yogurt at home. Heat whole milk to 180 degrees F, 82 degrees Celsius. Then allow it to cool to 110 degrees F, 43 degrees Celsius, before adding the live culture. Ferment the yogurt for 6 to 8 hours in a warm environment. Then strain it through cheesecloth for 4 to 6 hours to reach the desired thickness. Store it in sealed glass containers in the refrigerator, and consume within 2 weeks to preserve maximum probiotic viability. For breakfast around 9 a.m., make a protein-packed parfait: 1/4 cup Greek yogurt, granola, and fresh blueberries. This meal provides 21 grams of protein and billions of diverse probiotics to kickstart your metabolism. For lunch around 1:30 p.m., prepare a chicken salad wrap: 1/2 cup Greek yogurt mixed with 3 tablespoons of fermented buttercream, shredded chicken, grapes, and walnuts. Wrap everything in a spinach tortilla. This lunch delivers 33 grams of high-quality protein with a creamy texture. For dinner around 8 p.m., serve grilled lamb with a sauce made from 1/4 cup Greek yogurt, 1/4 cup kefir, cucumber, garlic, and fresh mint. Serve alongside roasted vegetables. This dinner provides 38 grams of complete protein. But there is one very important warning. Consuming these incredible fermented protein sources can backfire if you make one critical mistake. There are 3 foods that, if combined with fermented proteins, not only cancel out their benefits, but actively work against your muscles. That I'm certain that in the past 7 days you've consumed at least one of these destructive combinations. Most older adults unintentionally repeat these mistakes every day, and then wonder why, despite eating protein, they aren't building muscle. After more than 2 decades of reviewing clinical research, collaborating with leading muscle preservation experts, and observing over 3,000 older adults struggling with muscle loss firsthand, I've identified 3 dietary combinations that are completely destructive combinations that entirely neutralize the muscle-building power of fermented proteins. Forbidden combination #1. Ice cream. Ice cream is one of the most popular treats among older adults, but this seemingly harmless dessert secretly destroys your muscle-building efforts. Ice cream spikes blood sugar dramatically, And with a glycemic index of 62, it delivers glucose into the bloodstream almost as fast as candy. When ice cream is eaten alongside muscle-building fermented foods like Greek yogurt or kefir, your body becomes so focused on controlling blood sugar that it can no longer process the amino acids needed for muscle repair. A 2021 study on 185 older adults showed those who consumed high-sugar foods like ice cream had 38% less muscle protein synthesis. But the shocking part is, the artificial additives in ice cream create chronic inflammation and accelerate muscle breakdown. Forbidden combination #2. Margarine. Margarine is one of the most deceptive foods. Most older adults consume it without realizing the risks. Margarine contains trans fats and hydrogenated oils, substances that create chronic inflammation. 2020 study showed that older adults who consumed margarine alongside fermented proteins had 42% less muscle protein synthesis. These artificial fats destroy beneficial gut bacteria and disrupt nutrient absorption. Forbidden combination #3. Hot dogs. Hot dogs are one of the worst choices. Each serving contains over 500 milligrams of sodium, and this high amount disrupts protein absorption. 2022 study showed that consuming processed meats alongside fermented proteins caused a 45% reduction in muscle protein synthesis. High sodium dehydrates muscle cells and blocks the entry of amino acids. Additionally, toxic byproducts from processing cause inflammation and muscle breakdown. If you truly care about building muscle at an older age, completely eliminate these 3 foods. And remember, this muscle loss is not a normal part of aging. It's a signal that your body is missing not just protein but the ability to use it. When you heal your gut, your muscles listen. When you feed your body fermented protein, you're not just eating, you're rebuilding. Strength is not lost with age. It's lost when digestion fails. Fix the gut, and the muscles will follow. Well, that's the end of today's video. If you are interested in health and elderly care, remember that this channel is for you, so subscribe and activate the bell.